Are we
Welcome
on?
everybody. Amy's in a rush today, so Amy, just breathe. Take a little time for yourself, and we'll patiently wait for you to get set up.
Um,
You're almost
you
there.
guys, if it's not one thing, it's the next. I tell you. We just got done filming. Well, is anyone on? I don't see anybody.
We're on.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Cindy Rivette Max said hello, Amy. Paulatini, it's funny,
Um,
cute.
okay, I think live is on, right? I gotta add
Okay.
you.
Yep. And I'm going to turn the volume
I have
down.
no I have no request.
Okay. I just requested.
Okay, nope.
Send it again. Send the request.
Invite to join. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, invite me.
How should I invite Lisa too?
Yeah, I
Or
got it.
Debbie?
I got it. We can't do three on an
Okay,
Instagram screen.
hang on. What is that noise?
Probably your volume. There.
Are we all good?
We're good. We're here. We're here. Everybody, can you hear us?
Yeah, I
Judy
don't know
said
why I
hi.
had. Oh, there we go. Oh, you guys, I just got done filming. So, welcome. Thank you all for joining Lisa and I on this live event. I'll tell you, if it's not technology, hi, Instagram, how are y'all doing? And YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. Thank you guys all for joining me. Why is there an echo?
I don't know. Is your volume down on your phone?
Yes.
So is mine.
So,
Try that. There.
is that better?
I don't hear an echo
No.
now.
I hear myself repeat myself. Um,
Um,
oh Lord above. I just got done filming, and so Chris and I took a moment, and suddenly Lisa texts me, and she goes, "I'm here," and I'm like, "Here? Like here for what? Like, do you have the right person?" And then I said, "Oh my gosh, we've got a live event happening." Oh, I tell
well,
you,
what does that mean? You and Chris took a moment. What does that mean?
well, we had sandwiches. We realized we didn't eat. I know it wasn't that kind of moment. We realized that we didn't have anything to eat all day, and then I'm like, "God, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Thank God I have some, fresh deli turkey and roast beef." So we made sandwiches and we just ate outside and stuff like
Nice.
that.
Well, at least you were home.
I know, but the fact that I spaced out. Have you guys ever gotten into that kind of situation where your life just gets busy? You write it down on your calendar or you have it on your phone calendar and stuff, and you're just like, oh,
I
I
know.
just have this time in the world, and I'm lucky, and suddenly it turns upside down, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. So I'm glad you guys all showed up because
Yes.
I almost didn't. And what does that say?
That would have been on me. Naveed, our producer, said, well, you can start it. We'll just wait for Amy. And I go, oh, yeah, but they want to see Amy. Don't want to see what the comments would look like with you not here.
Well, I don't know. Oh, yeah. See, you guys, this is what
Twin
happens when girls,
sweaters.
well, this is what happens when girlfriends go shopping. We both find something that we both like. And I'm not even sure who picked it out because I love fall. I love this kind of stuff.
I think we picked it
Kind
out
of
too.
both
I think,
did it. Yeah.
yeah, and
And
said,
so
let's
here
do it.
we are. We buy the same thing, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So anyway,
But
it's the
that's
beginning of
okay.
it's the beginning of fall, and I'm excited for it, and I love the fall season. I love, thinking about soups and stews and sweater weather and cider, and I know
Hmm.
my, kids, Jeremy and Audrey, and I think maybe even Zach and Tori and Maybe all my kids. Who knows? But they go apple picking to an apple place, an apple orchard, and they get fresh cider and everything.
Ooh,
Usually when we have pumpkin season, I never, especially on the weekends, I don't get to experience that. And a lot of times those places are only open on the weekends and not during the week because I would
yeah.
prefer going during the week. But anyway, that's why I love fall. It's all that
Mm.
good stuff, you know. I
Well,
don't know.
I wanted to start off by saying we really appreciate everybody's support and special thanks to our marketing team.
Lisa,
And
I'm gonna
yeah.
run. I'm gonna run and get those notes so you continue on.
Okay, sounds good. I'll continue on. Notes meaning we have a little outline that we go by, so I try to keep her on track, but Amy, sometimes that's impossible. So let's do some special shout outs. Shirley Smith from New York, Kristen Moore from Seattle, Washington, Steve Simpson from South Carolina, and Richard Stark. We'll give a shout out to Richard Stark today, right, Amy?
Yes,
I
yes, that
just
would
went
be
through. Yeah.
awesome. You are on your own on the notes because
Okay.
I am not sure why mine didn't print.
Well, why don't you read some people here? We've got Florida. I do want to say, both of us, right? We're praying for
Oh, we
everybody
have
in
Bronx.
Florida.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, with the hurricane, and we hope everybody's safe.
Well,
And
I know some friends, like Alicia and Randy are out there. My nephew, Jeff, is out there. And I just reached out to my cousin Karen, who lives in Arizona, because my Aunt Joan, who is my dad's sister, and her
oh,
husband live out in the Tampa, St. Petersburg, I think,
oh,
area. And so if they didn't get hit by the direct hurricane, I think this hurricane and storm is one of the largest spread, and the amount of rain that it's being
water.
dumped all at one time is what makes this so significant for Florida
Yeah,
right now. So yeah,
yeah. So our
I hope
prayers
all of you guys
go out to everybody
are
involved.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, read some shout outs. You've got Instagram and
Yeah,
uh,
we have Bronx, New York, Austin, Texas. We have White River, Arizona. Someone from Mexico, Monica from Mexico
ooh,
and Texas. We have Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have, well, someone's from St. Petersburg. The
oh,
message went by so fast, but some people are saying it was really scary. And,
I can
you know,
imagine.
uh, New Boston, Ohio, Arkansas, Nova Scotia, Canada. Someone is from Westland, Michigan, my hometown.
All right.
Well, hi, Westland, Michigan. My goodness. Argentina, Braintree, Massachusetts, Canada, Ireland. Hello, Ireland.
Ooh,
Norton Shores, Michigan. We've got Idaho, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. I think
you know,
someone else. Jackson, Florida.
I'm
Jacksonville,
pl-
Florida.
I'm plugging the battery in on my phone. Hang on. Okay.
Why is that? Why didn't you do that ahead of time? No, I'm just teasing. Kentucky. We have someone. I think
Okay.
someone was from the Netherlands because we got someone from Midland, Michigan, Port Huron, Michigan. Boy, Michigan is really showing up. Someone from
Houston.
Miami, Florida. So Mount Hope, New York. So Wilmington, North Carolina. Venezuela.
Louisville,
So
Kentucky, San Diego, Barbara from Southern California, Kathy Gibson from Ohio, Anna Rodriguez from Tampa,
and
Jalisco,
someone that lives
Mexico.
up in the UP is from Michigan. So I know that Upper Peninsula, UP.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mexico, Wichita, Texas, Tampa.
Taryn from
Uh,
Washington State, that's right above us.
so
Oh,
some of you that are, on in Florida, like Tampa, and I think St. Petersburg and stuff like that. Well, you must be somewhere that you still have power, which is great. I mean, no, these days, who likes to be without power? Because half your life, well, 99.9% of your life seems to not function
exactly,
with
exactly.
power. So, I'm glad
Oh,
you guys are safe, and so, yeah. We've got
okay.
Bend, Oregon. We've got
Oh, we love
someone
it.
that's a Yooper girl, and that means they're from the Upper Peninsula.
Nice.
Connecticut, West Virginia, Georgia.
New York.
This is what I'm just stunned at as much as some of us love technology, as much as a lot of us don't like technology, and just because even though we're becoming more and more dependent on it, look at the
Yeah.
community here, and we're just doing a kind of a girls live chat, easy going because there's too much stress in life. I really just like keeping the this live chat just simple, easy going.
Yes.
Sometimes it may not even make sense, and I just think sometimes we just all need a break of that.
Yeah. I look forward to this. I think other
So do
people
I.
do too. I just feel like we're all together and we're sharing our stories, and I just
You
love
know
it.
what I'd like to do next month when we do this live? Because not everyone lives in winter weather coming up, like rain, cold, or snow, or something like that. Some
Yeah.
of you guys are still in warmer weather, or what we would consider warmer weather. I would like to find out what new books people are going to read, like during these quote
Oh,
colder
yeah.
months and everything. I've got tons of books, man. I got so many books. But sometimes you're just looking for a fun book, a mystery, a suspense,
Yeah.
crime, romantic, or kind of
Crime.
like like those crime stories, like
Oh,
fiction
oh.
book. Or if someone has a good documentary, like what do you call it, memoir
Hmm.
or whatever.
I
Yeah.
think I think you need a new book.
Oh, I need a new book,
I
huh?
think you need to write a new book. Don't you guys
Well,
agree? I think we have a
uh,
cookbook in the works that's going to be
well,
printed.
that is true. We are collaborating and collecting all of the recipes, or many of them that I've done online, and so many of you have asked to put it in a book form. So we're hoping to either have that ready in time for the holidays, or at least by late spring of next year. But we're hoping for the
Wow.
holidays.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So
Well,
yeah.
I want to chime in and say be ready for our giveaway that we do each time. Four lucky winners will receive a fall collection apron. And I think Naveed, our producer, might be able to put that on the screen. If not now, when we have the winning people picked. So stay on. We're going to have a code at the end of the show, and we'll ask you to put that in, and then we'll pick a winner from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So there'll be four winners. So listen for the code at the end of this show. Something fun, right?
Oh, I think it's fun. Oh, I mean, if you guys like wearing aprons, in your kitchen, obviously, I
There
do.
we
Oh, yeah,
go.
look at that.
Look at
Is
that.
that not fun? That is
Yes.
a fun fall apron. I like the one with the colors better.
Yeah, we have different ones.
Ooh,
Look
I
at
like
that
that
one.
one better.
I love that.
But some people may not. Oh, see, that's a nice color too.
There were too many choices, so we just
I
picked them all.
guess. Man, oh man.
Oh, okay, well, let's get started. Talk to me about your summer travel. You went to Michigan, right?
Well, I just went to Michigan briefly for a long weekend. Unfortunately, this year I hope I don't regret it, but I didn't take like the long 2 week vacation or something like that because we were gone all of June or most of June on a motorcycle ride. And, because of filming, I can't be gone all summer long and say, oh, sorry, can't do my thing.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't able to take another 2 weeks or more in July. And so I went back for my nephew's wedding. And so that was when I was able to see my dad, see some family, and, congratulate my nephew for getting married. He
Nice.
married a woman that is from England, London. And so what they're having an issue right now is she is able to go back, but he can't.
Hmm.
He's waiting for, visas or all of that kind of paperwork, just like some people have to wait so long to get here in the States. Well, he's having to wait to get into England, even though he's married, and all
Wow.
that,
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
So I was really glad to be able to go out and see my dad, go to the wedding and stuff like that.
Amy, there's
Yes?
somebody behind you.
What? What do you mean?
Someone's behind you on the floor.
Why?
On the floor.
Oh, do you see her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. Shh. Okay, cool.
You scared me.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like,
Oh, like a stranger?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
friend. I wasn't trying to be creepy. Oh, okay, well, let's summer travel. Back to that. So you went to your the wedding, and then it's like we haven't really talked or seen each other very much. I was in Las Vegas, then I went to Maui for a couple weeks and got back, and you had your first anniversary in
Yeah.
Italy.
Well, isn't it kind of funny that, some years you just feel like you're doing so much. And then everyone thinks, oh, you're traveling here, you're traveling there, you guys are gone and doing. I said, well,
Hmm.
this year just, I don't know, it just happened to all
Yes.
cluster together. Next year will be, I don't know, but I'm definitely going home to Michigan for like 2 or more weeks. So, all of you people up in the UP and Michigan, I'm coming out to you, seeing
Nice.
whoever next July, Lord willing. Like my dad always says, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Yeah, this year, Chris and I went to Italy, and it happened to be during our first year wedding anniversary. I mean, what better
Yay.
place? But it wasn't
Yes.
just it just wasn't he and I for the all the time. I think I mentioned this before. He has been playing poker with a bunch of guys, so they planned this trip to Italy. So the guys were on their own for a few days, and us wives were on our own for a few days. So we stayed in this. The wives stayed in this little town of Cortona. The guys stayed in Chianti.
Mm.
Lovely places. Oh my gosh, I loved Cortona. Very beautiful. I loved it. Oh, it was just very, very nice. And I've been to Italy before several times, whether it be filming or when I was married to Matt in the early days. I think he was able to go on a trip with a bunch of marketing and the sales guys. Because even though
Oh,
he wasn't really in sales or marketing, he was kind of there. He developed the software to help them all. Anyway, but Chris has never been to Italy. So after we spent our time, and then we all of us got together for a few days, and Chris and I went off and spent our time in Florence.
wow.
It really wasn't enough time to go to Venice and Rome and I mean I guess we could have, but we only had like 3 days, 4 nights, and so we spent
That's not
two.
very long at all.
No, it's not. So we spent about 2.5 days in Florence and a day in Pisa.
Mm.
Um, if I was going to Venice, I would like at least a couple days there because it's a beautiful city and there's nothing like it, and it's really nice. So yeah, we got to
Sounds great.
spend our time, and I forgot how crowded Florence was.
Really?
My only regret in Florence was that I wish I would have picked a better hotel. Not that anything was wrong with the hotel that we were in,
Hmm.
but we were in the heart of the city, and that's probably why what attracted me to it. The other hotels probably would have been a 10-minute longer walk,
Oh,
and not that that seems like a lot, but I wish I would have picked a better hotel for our first year
oh.
wedding anniversary. But oh well,
So,
you
what
know.
stands out? What was like your best meal there? Because you're a foodie, so.
You know, what seemed to be very popular in Florence and uh, down in Cortona, and that is wild boar. And
Really?
so I had wild boar ragu. Delicious,
Mm.
fabulous.
Mm.
The one thing of all the pastas that I had, I understand truly what el dente means. El dente, when you talk about the noodle. Um, you don't want a mushy pasta. You don't
Right.
want it too soft, but if it has that little bite to it, oh
Just
my
that little
gosh,
bit. Just that little bit.
Pizzas are much more simpler than what we try and make it here in America, I think. The tomato sauce, delicious, fabulous.
Mm.
Again, it was, it just seemed classic, simple. And still getting an echo on my end. Maybe it's just me, but anyway. Um, so it was just, and the wine. Oh, let's talk about the wine.
Did you have a lot of it?
I did. And, but because I'm normally not a wine drinker, because here in the States, for some reason with the FDA or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
we add, or it has a lot more sulfates in it. And
Preservatives.
a lot more sulfates. I don't know. I used to always get a headache
Mm-hmm.
after like two glasses, spread out over time, two glasses.
Yeah.
I'd wake up and I'd get a headache. And so it's like I have a glass of wine. I definitely got to have a glass of water. I feel like I always got to eat something. There, it was like, this wine is
Mm-hmm.
good. There was none of that like little zing
Mm.
towards the end of, your little sip and stuff. So the
Nice.
wine, it truly was. And I'm not
Mm.
sure if we import wine here, if they have to change. I can't imagine them doing that. If they have to change anything about their wine. Um, oh
That's an
yeah, someone
interesting
said
question.
my husband likes el dente pasta. Well, he's a good man. He knows his food. Oh, look at that, Copper Harbor and Calmet. Sorry, some of these people from Michigan, I've been there. When you talk about Copper Harbor and Calmet, that's all the way up in the UP near Houghton, small little town. I went to a little theater, but anyway. So Italy was nice. The people were nice. The one thing I love about the restaurants
Mm.
is that they're small, they're quaint. Once you go into a restaurant, you think there's only six tables, but then you go a little further towards the back, and this whole restaurant opens up to maybe
Ooh,
four tables
okay.
or something. So it
Very
was good.
nice. Very
Things are
nice.
walkable, very
Mm.
doable. We had a good
So,
time.
anything exciting happened while you were there? You just had kind of a smooth transition. I mean, Chris's first time. What did he think?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the biggest thing that was a hiccup was our flight.
Oh.
I like Delta. I've flown Delta for a long time, but ever since the pandemic, after the pandemic, flying to me is a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
I had paid. In fact, I still got to deal with it. I got to deal with it quick. Um, we I couldn't afford first class, so we went business class. Well, then they changed the plane. There's no longer a business class.
Oh.
There's just a comfort zone or whatever they call it, and then the main. So
Mm.
we sat in comfort, but I paid for business, but yet I don't get a reimbursement.
Ooh.
So you have to
Ooh.
call and fight for that. And that's the process I'm going through now.
Yeah.
So, so that frustrated me. When you go online, you're like, okay, our layover was in Amsterdam. What do I need to do? It's just a layover. I'm not staying in Amsterdam or anything. But the way it makes sound online is, oh, you need this, you got to bring this, you got to bring, I had to upload our info, and that might be the case. And but you got to make sure you're either vaccinated or tested before you go, and tested before you can come into the States or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because of what I uploaded that it was smooth sailing though,
Well, that's good.
through customs, and we didn't encounter the long line or anything. And I thought, man, either I had extreme anxiety over all of this, or this was a bunch of woohoo for nothing. But
Oh, well, good
anyway,
for you. Well, we have a couple questions from fans. What goals do you and Chris have for the future now that you've got a year under your belt? What are some fun things you're thinking about? Goals.
okay, repeat that. I'm sorry. I was looking at all these other things.
I know you're getting distracted.
I am, because these questions from everyone.
So, what goals do you have for you and Chris now that you've been married a year?
It's so funny because we got that question asked by us before. I think our main goal is how do we put ourselves in at least an okay, if not a better than okay position leading up to retirement.
Hmm.
Neither one of us can retire right now. We're not of that age yet. And I mean, y'all know I'm 60. I celebrated my 60th birthday. If I assume y'all follow me on social
We'll
media.
talk about that next. Yeah.
And so I think that's one of our goals. What's our process and how are we going to do that? I think our first year, it feels very comfortable. It feels very familiar because we've known each other for a while. Because you have to understand, like, I only met Matt like 3, maybe 4 times. It was
Yikes.
a long distance. And then here I am living with a guy, Matt, married and in a whole different state and everything. Well, Chris and I have had the opportunity to date and get to know each other and stuff like that. And yes, he did move in with me just months before our wedding and stuff like that. And I think at our age, it becomes more comfortable where we're at. And I think the biggest thing that we still got to,
Over here.
I know
Shiny.
Naveed is texting me a
Oh,
message.
sorry. Sorry.
And oops, did I lose everybody?
No, I see you.
Okay, great.
I see you
Okay,
on both.
sorry. And so I think the biggest thing is he's lived a life. I've lived a life with chaos. And what I say by chaos, that's not a bad thing. It's like I've had kids. We were doing a television show. I've lived on a farm. I've got sports. I've got homework. I'm trying to, I don't know, carve out some kind of a life for me, which I don't think I did
Yes.
very well at that time. But, uh, there was so much going on in my life. There wasn't so much going. So he may feel like he is adjusting to a lot. But for him, it is. But for
Hmm.
me, I'm like, easy peasy. Like,
Yeah.
this is a
Slowing
piece of
down.
cake. And
No
and
conflict.
so I think that is a goal. We're still adjusting. We're still trying to appreciate what each of us bring into this relationship, but also not to stay where we're at because we've lived the majority of our life in that way. And I think that is a challenge when you you get married again at an older age.
Cool. Cool. Marjorie Tobias on Facebook asks, are you and Lisa planning a girls' trip? And I think that's a yes, maybe with Deb, which we have to say hi to Deb. I
Yeah,
see you on the
Deb, our
phone.
friend Deb. One time she's going to be with me here, I tell you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So what was the trip, right? We're planning to go back um, to California to Palm
well, we
Springs.
might, yeah, we might go to Palm Springs, and so I think that'll be a great time. I went to an auction that was for helping single moms and kids and foster care, abuse, stuff like that. I went to a charity event that I thought was a very worthy cause. Anyway, I bid on a package that I was so bummed that I could not bid on this one because someone else outbid me. And so I bid on the Palm Springs ones, but I didn't exactly read the fine print. So we'll be in like a apartment, a townhouse or something like that.
Sounds
I
like
don't
fun.
even know if the place has a pool or whatever.
We'll
And
figure
so
it out.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to check this place out before we actually go to it. But yeah, that can be our girls trip during
Yeah.
January, February.
That sounds cool.
So
Well,
yeah.
let's move on to your 60th birthday. Happy birthday again, by the way.
Well, thank
60.
you.
You're now in the 60 club.
I know,
So,
60 Club. You guys, what in the world?
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
going to be
even understand
61
that.
in like a month and a half. So, yeah. So, what went on during your actual birthday? Where were you during your actual birthday?
Well, it's only I think this is like one of the first times where my birthday felt like it lasted more than just that day or weekend. So, I was gonna say Italy, but no, that was our anniversary. So, we were attending a wedding. Um, Chris's sister got married actually on my birthday, so I was at a wedding on my birthday. However, that was out in Idaho. But Chris said, "Why don't we go a day early and we'll go to Walla Walla?" I've never been there. I don't think he has been there. They do a lot of wine up there and everything, and so we thought, well, yeah, that'll be. I love it, and so he took me to Walla Walla. We went to this nice winery there, and then we stayed at the Marcus Whitman. I think it's called the Marcus Whitman Hotel in Walla Walla. Fabulous hotel. It's an older hotel, little historic. I loved it. We were able to get into a suite on the seventh floor overlooking the small town of Walla Walla. It
Lovely.
was just fabulous. And then he set up a dinner at the chef's table. We had a chef's table dinner, which, he knows I love food. So it was a four-course thing. However, the one thing I did not know was that he invited a lot of my friends. Now we're 4 hours. Yes, we're four
Wow.
hours from Walla Walla. So inviting all my friends, not everyone can take 4 hours, spend the night, and then drive back home or whatever it was.
Hmm.
But two of my friends were able to make it. Lisa couldn't because she was in Maui. And so lo and behold,
But it was a surprise. You didn't know he
yeah, it
invited
was
your
a
friends.
surprise. I did not know these people were, any of these friends were coming. So lo and behold, before we had dinner, we said, well, let's walk the town a little bit. Maybe we'll get a glass of wine and everything like that. We're on the seventh floor. The elevator stops at the fifth floor. The doors open, and I see Deb, my friend Deb. I'm like, wait a minute. Where am I? Wait, I'm in Walla Walla. Why are you here?
Walla Walla, Washington.
Yeah, Walla Walla, Washington. I'm like, and
Yeah.
Walla,
I
what?
had I had do not disturb on and it
What?
still came through.
Lisa's phone rings. Really? No.
Sorry.
Um, And I'm like, "What are you doing here of all places? How can I be here and you're here too?" She was so surprised that the elevators opened up and here we popped out. Deb barely spoke anything. She goes,
Deb's
"Well,
laughing right now on the comments. She's
uh,
listening.
well, she's like, she hemmed and hawed. She didn't really give specific because I don't think she knew what to do. And I'm like, wait a minute, what are you doing here? But our elevator was going to close, and we had to go to. Okay, we got to talk. And so when we get down, oh no, she came on the elevator with us. That's right. So when
How
we went down,
awkward.
Chris goes, "Hey, we got if you're not doing anything for dinner, or you and whoever." And I'm thinking to myself, "What do you mean whoever?" She does a lot with a very good friend, Mark, and Chris is like, "Well, don't say too much. She may be here with someone else."
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
she is not here with someone else. If she was here with someone else other than Mark, she would have told me. Wouldn't you,
Right,
Deb?
right.
Yes, you would have. I know you would have.
Yes.
Anyway, so he goes, "Deb, come to dinner." So, oh, okay, yeah, I think so. I think I can, whatever. I just blew it off, me, because I'm like, let's go hit some stores. I want to hit some
But wasn't
stores.
that weird? That was
Oh, it
weird.
was totally weird. But I was like, I think I was just so happy that Chris, was taking me to Walla Walla for my birthday. It was he and I. So anyway, let's not drag out this story too long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I show up for dinner. Chris and I go to the restaurant. Chris goes, "Well, I have a reservation." Chris Merrick. Oh yeah, yeah. And he goes, "Well, do you have something a little quieter and everything?" He goes, "Well, let me check to see." And so the person goes back into the back room or whatever, and he comes back. He goes, "Yes, yes, it's all ready, Mr. Merrick." And so we walk back, and I'm like, "Well, we're kind of walking through the kitchen." And then there's this nice little room all set up. I round the corner. There is Deb surprising me and my good friends Lori and Corey. They drove all the way up,
Oh,
decided to take a weekend and stay there. And so they surprised me and happy
How
birthday. I'm
funny.
like, you have got to
Oh,
be kidding me.
that was so sweet.
Oh my gosh, Chris really, yeah, he really, yeah,
That's awesome.
he does a
Yeah.
lot of good things,
And I'm
and
sorry I didn't make it. I was out of town. But Chris called me and I'm like, he did the whole spiel. I'm going to do this. We're doing
yeah,
this. And I go, that is amazing. And then I said, but I'm not going to be here. I'm sorry.
and he's probably thinking like, what? You can't help?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So
Well, Deb
anyway,
was
how
huge, I
funny.
guess.
She
Deb was huge
decorated.
because Chris brought some balloons that we had at our house back to her house. She took all these balloons up to Walla Walla because, who knows where to get balloons and everything.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
me, it's balloon and cakes. You got to have balloons, cake, and at least a card. So,
That's nice. That's
and I
nice.
got it all.
And what
Plus,
about the kids? Didn't the kids throw you a surprise party too?
well, that was just this past Saturday. We were going up to Zach and Tori's just to hang out, up to their house. So that way we can hang out with the kids, the grandkids, and everything. And then they would go to bed. And we thought, it'd give us a chance to play some games and, things like that. So that's what we did. So it was so funny because I called them up. I got a new dog, guys. I got a new dog,
Oh,
a new
oh,
rescue dog.
oh.
She is only 6 years old.
No, six
And
months.
oh my gosh. I'm just flabbergasted. Probably
What's
because
up
I
with
didn't
you
even have
today?
time to get myself any water or
You're off.
anything. I got a new rescue dog. It's a she. She's just over 9 months.
Where is she?
She's got a little terrier in her. Think of a miniature golden retriever, a little more fuzzy. That's what she looked like. I'll do it on social media because
Okay.
she's sitting right here. It's so funny.
Oh,
She is the most mellow dog. We're like, well, do you have any energy?
oh.
She's taller than Felix, a little longer than Felix.
She
Du-
reminds me of
We
Felix, though.
we barely have heard her bark. She doesn't bark. But Chris and I are like, well, we could either have a hyper dog or a very mellow dog. I think right now in our life, we're glad we have a very mellow dog.
Yeah.
And I named her Daisy. And I got her two of the rescue places that I really like here. There's a lot of good rescue places here in Portland,
Mm,
but two of them that I have found dogs. Luna, that Jacob has, I found her at OFASA, our Friends of Sheltered Animals, that rescue center. But
mm.
Felix came from Oregon Dog Rescue, and now Daisy came from Oregon Dog Rescue. So I brought her home Friday. Now, when you're at my age and the most excitement that you have in your day is that this dog actually went potty outside, you're
Yay!
like, "Can I have a drink and celebrate?" Because the first 3 days, I'm like, 9 months, man, I thought it'd go a little better. But you're taking her so soon from her
Yeah.
chaotic life of whatever that may have been,
And
from a
didn't you
shelter
say
in from a shelter
Mexico?
in Mexico, and
Yeah.
then bringing her to a shelter up here, was there only for about a week, and then she's here, like she's like, "What is my life? Like, where is it going? What's happening?"
Can't we get a
So
peek?
okay.
Yes.
And so she pooped and peed 3 times in this house. She doesn't go
Uh-oh.
up the stairs to our room, so I have to carry her up. I've got a crate. She sleeps perfectly in the crate. But I
That's
thought,
awesome.
"Okay, this is the part I forgot is potty training." I'm like, "I can't tolerate poop and pee in my house." And yes, I don't do those,
Potty pads?
yeah, potty pads for animals. I said, "No, you're gonna learn to go out there." So and I'm hanging outside with her for like 45 minutes. Oh, she's just dilly-dallying, sniffing around the whole backyard and everything. Well, I'm like, "I gotta come in and do something." So I come in and I'm making dinner or something like that,
Uh-oh.
and 2 minutes later, Chris goes, "I think she did something." And I'm like, "Well, couldn't you have caught her sooner than that?" But,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
busy though too. So she comes in, we turn our heads, and I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 no." So I think it took me 3 days to kind of focus on, okay, every time I'm outside, it's like, go potty, go potty. Never say potty in the house. And then when she's outside doing her thing, give her a treat. So I took her out last night. I'm sitting outside, dark, little light on. Like, okay, do your thing. Well, it's half dark. She's sniffing all around and everything. Well, I must have come in. She stayed out there. Well, she went and did her thing.
Nice. Yay,
This morning,
Daisy.
this morning I came out and I was walking around with her and I saw it. Like, how can you be excited about seeing dog shit? Oh
Oh,
my Lord.
bad word, bad word.
And so I'm like, oh God. And so I'm like, Lord help me. And so, but I took her over there. I said, potty, good girl, yes. And so later in the morning today, she gets very skittish, little loud noise here or
Yeah,
there. She'll jump. She's still timid and skittish. We don't know if she'll actually get a whole lot of energy, but we'll see. Um, so I saw her in the opposite end of the yard. I was watching out the window. I said, I can't go outside because the minute I open up that door, she's going to look up and
yeah, yeah.
whatever. So I just stood there and it looked like she was doing her thing. So the minute she, came out of the bushes or whatever, I went over there. She did. And I brought her over there. I said, good girl, Daisy, good girl. And I gave her a treat and everything. And I'm like, oh Lord, you know,
Oh, yeah.
anyway, it's
So,
okay. Hang
all
on.
right. Everybody's asking. We all want to see the dog. I got to meet her Monday when we did some Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen filming, and she is beautiful. She's the sweetest dog. She's what, 6 months old? Look at that face. Look at that. Isn't she adorable? And that's how she's just cuddly like that. And one ear goes up like Felix. I think she has a part of Felix in her. Oh, Daisy. Hi, Daisy. She's so cuddly. Yay, everybody got to see her. They're all happy now.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that is Daisy.
Oh, oh,
That is my Daisy girl. Call me
yeah.
crazy. So, I'm hoping that she won't get much bigger. She's 14 pounds. And so I'm hoping that, she won't
Her feet
get
don't
much
look that
bigger than
big.
22, maybe 25. So,
Yeah, she's so sweet though.
because I
It's
really wanted a small dog. Yeah.
but not too small like my Lucy. She's only 10 pounds. He said that's too small.
Well, no, 10 pounds is good. I don't mind 10 pounds, but I
Oh,
also didn't want a yapper. And
but Lucy's not a yapper.
we have only heard Daisy bark twice, six
Yeah.
days. A couple of times she growled. Oh, it's so funny. I took her to the pet store. You know how they have those big posters of like a cat or a dog or anything? Oh, she was looking at that like it was actually the real thing. And she started growling. I'm like, "Oh, bless your heart." I said, "It's okay, Daisy. It's okay. It's not real. It's okay." So anyway,
Oh, very
that
cool.
is the new addition to our family for a brief
Oh, well,
moment.
thanks for sharing. I'm sure everybody's happy to see that. So, all
Well,
right.
might be in a little trouble of doing that, but anyway.
Oh, oh.
I keep telling you, Lisa, but you keep pushing.
But she was right there already. It was already, she already made an appearance behind you.
Here, what's going on?
Well, let's talk about fall cooking and food. What
Yeah,
are you
what do
doing
you
with
guys,
that?
with fall coming up and everything, I mean, what are you guys cooking or looking forward to when it comes to food? I mean, I love the warm spices. I love pumpkin spice.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try, some different things with squash.
Ooh,
Uh, Obviously, butternut squash is a main popular thing. Spaghetti squash seems to be the in thing now. Then there's this other squash. I can't remember the name of it. And so yeah, baking. I want to do something with pears and apples. So I might come up with like a pear tart or pear apple tart or a pear cranberry tart or a pear cake. I want to
Ooh,
make
that sounds good.
pumpkin oats chocolate chip cookies.
You know what my
Uh,
favorite is with pears?
yes.
Pear pear martinis.
Oh, a pear martini. I've had one of those. Where did we have?
So
We
good.
had one of those together.
Oh, where did we have that? It was so good.
Oh, it was. Was it a
Yes.
pear martini or a pear like lemon drop
No, I think it was a pear. Oh, like a
martini
pear Cosmo, maybe? I don't know,
or
but it
something?
was so good. It
Oh
was
yeah,
so
we're
good.
gonna have to.
Ooh, someone
Oh,
just said tortellini and sausage soup. Yummy,
oh
yummy.
yeah, tortellini. I want to do something
Mm.
with like a kielbasa. It's like sausage but sliced. I
Hmm.
usually call that like a kielbasa of some sort with white bean and
Ooh,
there's a couple other carrots. You know, your typical. You usually need your typical things for most soups: your carrot, onion, and sometimes celery.
yeah.
And I love parsley or spinach or kale in soup. Unless it's stew or something like that, I'll add peas.
Well,
But
you made the best soup Monday for
oh
Amy
yeah,
Roxeter Kitchen. So we do a cooking with Amy once a month, and if you subscribe on our website down at the bottom to be on the mailing list, we announce once a month that you have an opportunity to cook with Amy, and so we'll pick like usually three or four people who've
and it's on a
done.
Zoom call. It's very small, quaint, and yeah.
Yeah, really fun. So we did that on Monday with Rosanna, Kaylee, and Lacey. They were so sweet. But that soup you made, it was what, tomato soup with
Well, it
roast.
was a version of my rustic tomato soup that I have out there already, and so I wanted to change that up a little bit. It's a simple soup,
It was
and
so
so I made
good.
a tomato roasted pepper soup. And instead of grilled cheese sandwiches, I made what you would call, like, for a lack of words, crostini or bruschetta. And so I
Yeah.
made a three cheese grilled bruschetta. So I toasted the bread and I used ricotta, parm, um, and I topped it and melted. I don't know why this
Colby
echoes
Jack.
on, but and then I put cheddar or Colby Jack on it and put a little bit of herbs in the ricotta and mixed the parm and all that in. And oh my gosh, I thought it tasted fabulous.
It
Just
was so
absolutely so
good.
good.
And
Yeah.
the next day, the whole weather changed and we went into fall weather.
Oh yeah,
So it
yeah. It
was
was
like
cold.
perfect. It was cold. And I
Yeah,
got leftovers. She sent me home with
yeah.
soup, and
Well,
oh
of
my gosh,
course.
it was so good. So good. So yeah, that
Because
was
sometimes
fun.
when I come up with these recipes, I think my brain and everything automatically um, cooking for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So the soup I made was brimming to the very top of my big Le Creuset, like,
Soup
uh,
pot,
yeah, soup pot or brazier
Dutch,
or not a
Dutch
brazier, it's
oven,
not called that, Dutch oven
Dutch.
or Dutch pot, I think they call it. Anyway, and Chris is like, "Oh, this is a lot of soup. Lisa, you're gonna take some home, right?"
Yeah. He wanted to
Right.
take it to his poker game
Oh, yeah.
friends.
Well, for his pinochle.
Pinochle. Yeah, he wanted to take it with him,
Let
and he
let me
said,
ask you let me ask you guys this. Chris, he loved it so much, and Lisa says, "Well, Amy, you should be honored that he wanted to take
"Yeah,
some of your soup over there." But my first thought when he said, "Hey, Amy, I'd love to take some of your soup over to the pinochle group," and I knew where he was going, who was hosting, and everything. And I'm sure not that she wouldn't have loved it or anything, but my instinct automatically went to, no, she cooks you guys dinner, she cooks you guys meals, she's already got it all. I've got to reload the page.
that's what it's saying to me too." But we're on. We're on. Everyone can still hear and see. I can still hear you. It went away.
Okay.
Don't
So
touch it.
anyway, so the
Don't
question I
touch.
wanted to ask you, because Chris said this, I was very flattered that he did that. My first instinct went to, no, don't bring the soup over there because sometimes a host isn't going to like that she took the time to prepare a meal, dessert, whatever it is, and
Yeah.
then you come up and said, "Oh, hey, by the way,
Here's
my
mine.
wife made this fabulous soup, and I want y'all to try it and have some." And it kind of like
That makes
deflates
sense.
their bubble. And that's what I was thinking of when I said, "Chris, no." I mean, she may or may not like it, but it's not worth the chance to me.
Hmm.
So I want to know, like, if any of you guys heard that story. What do you all think? I mean,
Let's read. What do you guys
I
think? Let me see. What do you guys think? Should Amy have had Chris
they
send
just
over the
think the
soup?
dog looks fabulous.
Yeah, they all love the dog. Uh,
But anyway, so
Yeah, we're
I
trying to converse, but I'll have to tell you this. I've seen a few people, or at least one or two say, is it just Amy and Lisa talking the whole time? And it's so tough to try to jump in and grab comments because they go by so fast. We have so many comments, but we're reading them as we're talking. So, like Sue says, pasty recipe is good. Sally Chapel Herb said, I agree with Amy. Pretty sure. Oh, Amy is not 60 yet. Oh, that was a good comment. Bring it for the host and cook, but don't eat it at their house. Okay.
yeah,
What else
yeah.
do we see? I think you did the right thing, Amy. Teresa said that. I think
Yeah,
so.
because that's what I was thinking, unless you give the host ahead of time, "Hey, is there anything I can bring? Or I can bring soup, or I can bring dessert, or I can bring cookies," or whatever it is. Or if
Yeah.
you wanna bring a gift for the host, usually it's flowers or a bottle of wine or,
Right.
that they can have later, or if you want it served at dinner or something like that. But I just, I don't know, I just thought, you know,
Yeah. I think a
it
lot of
would
people are saying you're right.
be
I
that.
agree.
'Cause sometimes you want it to be your thing as the host, so, I mean,
Well, I know for
anyway.
you, for sure, it's like that. I mean, you don't want, anytime you have something, what can I bring? Nothing, nothing. I'm doing it all. It's like, no, we want to help her bring something. And you're like, no, I want to do it all. So
Well,
I
when it's
get
for
it.
soup night or something like that, I don't know, it's just soup and usually bread or a salad and
But Chris's
something.
face when he ate that soup and ate the cheese, the bruschetta,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good." And he was just like, "Okay, I want to take this so my friends could taste it." He was just so proud of that.
And
So
it's so
that was
funny
nice.
because I automatically went to his friends instead
Yeah.
of appreciating fully, "Oh my gosh, he loves it." Oh
Yeah.
gosh. So when you say the first year of marriage, I'm still trying to, learn how to receive a compliment
Oh,
that maybe I didn't get as often or whatever. And I usually don't do well at that anyway. Lisa knows that wholeheartedly.
yeah.
And so sometimes I just have to, thank you. I really appreciate that.
See, that's
Instead
good.
of,
That could be part of your goal for this next year is to, when Chris says something, make it a point to say thank you. That's really sweet of you to say that. Or, you know,
or the other thing is not to take his sarcasm so seriously sometimes.
yeah, he's very sarcastic.
Sometimes I'm like, "Excuse me? Like what?"
Yeah.
So,
But then it's
anyway,
like, why did you say that then? Sounds
yeah.
funny, but
Well, we're
oh,
definitely, oh, I think she meant someone, yeah, delicata squash. Delicata. Come
hmm.
on, Amy.
Oh,
Delicata. Del deli, it's like delicata. Delicata.
squash.
Yes, it's like a long squash with, like little green stripes down it.
Oh,
And
oh.
I read up on it, and the one thing about this squash is that the skin, when you cook it, it becomes soft, and you
Oh.
can actually eat the squash. I don't know if people do. Let me know if you guys actually eat the, um, the skin on this particular squash, because
Oh, yeah.
all the articles that I've read in the cooking stuff, said that you could eat the skin, but it's good for like salads, and it's not as sweet as butternut,
Hmm,
but it's still got a good taste to it. So I'm
that's
going to try
interesting.
that with, oh, someone said yuck to pumpkin spice. Sarah, I want to know
Oh,
why you don't like pumpkin spice.
maybe that's
Because,
just your taste.
well, the thing is it the cinnamon you don't like? Is it the nutmeg you don't like? I don't know if it has ginger, but I think it has allspice in it, or cloves. So to me, is try and separate all those spices and see not liking all of them, or is there
Yeah,
one in particular that seems to be dominant in the pumpkin spice? Because tell you the truth, I usually don't use, like the spice jar that says pumpkin spice in it. I like
right.
to add uh, the
Your
cinnamon
own.
separately, the ginger separately, or the nutmeg separately, or nutmeg, or cloves, or allspice if you're using that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of pumpkin spice, Laura Gradinsky on Facebook asked, "Will you have fall fudge flavors available to purchase? If
I
so,
know. Are
what
we,
will they?
Lisa?
Yes. What will they be? They are now. We have fall fudge now, ready to go.
What
It's
are they?
pumpkin cheesecake, cappuccino, chai, and vanilla walnut. Ooh, look, Naveed put it right on the
And you
screen.
guys, they're all so good.
Oh my gosh. They
There
are
was some bright
all,
light on this picture. Oh, that's a better one. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we took
Naveed took it.
that.
Yeah, Donna did.
Oh, because I was going to say that's my pumpkin.
Yeah. But they were good when we made those. We had those photos, and I think we did a little video too. You can see it on amyroloffslittlekitchen.com. But we couldn't stop eating that fudge. Remember that day when we sliced it? And oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. But
Um, Darn, I was going to say something and I can't remember. Oh my gosh, did the 60s hit me?
oh no,
Oh
don't
dear.
go
Yeah, this
there.
is what I was going to say. We're bringing in someone to occasionally do some photos and video of me cooking and everything. Because I pretty much still do all the cooking videos myself on my little iPhone. In fact, you guys, I got the new iPhone so that I can actually have two iPhones going so I don't look like I'm a total,
Oh, and
which I
I'm getting
am, a total amateur when
I'm
it
getting
comes.
mine, so we'll have three to
I already
bring.
got mine. Mine
I don't know what
came.
happened. I ordered three, and Nikki got his, and we didn't get ours. So I'm kind of worried about
Oh,
that.
I
But
already got mine. I thought for sure it wasn't going to show up till mid-October.
yeah, I've
But
got it
anyway,
all.
so
AT&T.
I just want to say, both styles kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of fun doing a little photo shoot and videos and stuff like that. I have fun just doing it on my own as well, but it's
We
me,
try to
myself,
mix
and
it up.
I, except for editing. Naveed, who is behind the scenes right now,
Yeah,
does the editing. And I tell you, doing my show, editing is huge. It takes time and
yeah,
effort, and
yeah. We so
he does a great
appreciate
job.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because this started just with Facebook Live and Instagram, and we had two cameras going, and we were half the time couldn't even get this program started for 30 minutes. And now we get pictures on the screen, and he can type to and text us, and yeah, we so
Well, the
appreciate
thing I
him.
was going to say is that if you see any bloopers on any of some of these videos that I do, I'm blaming it on him.
Oh, you told us you wouldn't allow bloopers, but now
Oh,
okay. You
no, no, don't do bloopers.
yeah, yeah.
People will really know how, I don't know how messy my kitchen is. It's 5 o'clock already. What in the world?
I know, I know. Well, let's get a few more questions since we're on food. A lot of
Do
people,
you
even
have,
on here,
I
what's
don't
your,
even have the questions that we were given. Like,
I've got them all here, but I think a lot
I
of
thought
people on Amy, where's
yes,
she going?
I didn't go
You can't
anywhere.
take her anywhere. Look, she just left the screen. We don't even
Well,
know where she's at.
I thought I printed
Gigi
out those
said, bring on
questions.
the bloopers. Yes.
Well, what questions did Nikki send us?
Well, they're all kind of coming the same way. What's one of your favorite foods for fall that you'd like to make?
Oh
What
my
are some of your,
gosh.
yeah, everybody's asking.
Um,
What are you
I would
making?
have to say soups or stews or casserole type of thing. Now that it's just Chris and I, obviously it's been Chris and I for a while. Um, I still like to do those. I just make smaller quantities of it. I want to bring back my soup nights. I look forward to doing that. Uh,
Fun.
I want to try and do it more than once a month, but maybe just once a month. But I want to do that. And so, yeah, that,
Yeah.
gosh, desserts. I like anything desserts, cookies,
Breads.
pies,
Susan
pears,
Tucker said
apples.
breads.
Oh,
So
bread.
good.
I want to make a new, like a cinnamon roll, but maybe put apples and
Ooh, like a
there was something
chunky.
else. Yeah, apples and maple or
A lot of
yeah.
a lot of people are asking where we got our sweaters, and we got them at Talbot's. Remember we shopped at
Oh,
Talbot's?
yes. Yes,
So
Talbots.
yeah, we got them at Talbot's.
I like Talbots. They've got some classic clothes.
I
I
love
like
it.
them.
Okay, Lily71166 on Instagram asks, "How are you doing getting Chris to eat more veggies and trying new things?"
It's like having a kid at home, people, okay? Getting a grown man to eat vegetables is like having a kid, a teenager at home. So, he will try some stuff because he knows it's good for him, but it's not like he exactly likes it, so
Yeah. But do you like, I could see like even with the soups, the roasted red peppers, he probably wouldn't even have eaten roasted red peppers, but they were in
well,
the
he
soup.
does when it's in, like, a stir fry
Oh,
and stuff like that, so he doesn't mind that, but, like, the other day I gotta change up this one recipe, but I made a spaghetti squash. I didn't make it the traditional, put, marinara sauce and meat and, I wanted to you treat spaghetti squash like pasta, but it's a vegetable. It's the perfect. I just love it. But I did make this one recipe, but I'll have to do another video on it because I want to change it up a little bit. But anyway, so I said, well, would you try it? Would you? Nope. No. But I said, but it's kind of like spaghetti. Well, no, no, don't think so. So guess what I'm having tonight? I'm going to try and do a video of like a boneless pork loin
ooh,
chop or whatever
mm.
that you can make, you put with anything, any uh, uh, side dish or salad or something like that. And then, but I'm going to go ahead and eat the spaghetti squash, and he's going to make tater tots. Oh, bless his heart.
Tater tot casserole or just tater
No, no,
tot?
just tater tots and
Someone
whatever.
asked if he cooked, and so I think you can elaborate on that. It's pretty much pre-packaged or pre because
Yeah.
he's a bachelor.
Well, sometimes, eggs are easy. He'll make eggs, cook up some bacon or sausage or something like that. If I've got lunch meat, in the refrigerator, he'll make a sandwich.
Well, Shelley Jackson said, "What about salads?" And I have to bring up that grilled eggplant salad you made. We should have that on our website pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we'll
Lindsay's
probably have that up on our website. I
telling
wanted to
you,
try something
yeah,
different
that
with
was
eggplant
so
because
good.
I love eggplant, and I wanted to do something different than eggplant parmesan. Yes, eggplant parmesan.
Yeah.
Or there is a Greek, no, maybe not. I was gonna say muska, but that's not made with eggplant. There's another eggplant dish. But
Mm.
anyway, this was an eggplant salad, and you guys, I thought it came out fantastic. I
It was
really liked it.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
And you
amazing.
don't use the regular eggplant. I use what they call, I think, the Japanese eggplant. It's skinnier, it's still purple, it's got a little streaks of white running through it. I think they call it the Japanese eggplant. But
Mm.
yeah.
It was so good. I remember helping you on that one. I love helping because I always get to taste it afterwards. So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So anyway.
So, all
So what
right. Well,
else?
okay.
What's the word that people got to do?
Oh, are we ready for the code word? I guess we are because it is 5:05. We've been on here an
Well, yeah, and
hour.
some people we might as well get that out and we can still answer a few questions and
Okay. I think that's a good suggestion. All right. So, four lucky winners, a YouTube, a Twitter, a Facebook, and an Instagram. We'll send you out an apron if Naveed wants to put that on. And the code is fall is here. If you type in fall is here, we will have somebody watching from behind the scenes and we'll pick four lucky winners. And I will, let's see, yeah, he's got the code for the contest. Fall is here. And if your name is called, there's the apron. Isn't that awesome? That's our fall logo. Uh,
Yeah.
Go ahead and email me at arlittlekitchen@gmail.com. Only email me if your name pops up here in a few minutes. So then I can get your address and we'll send out a fun apron for you.
Yeah, so if the winner's name is mentioned,
Yep.
email you at arlittlekitchen@gmail.com.
Right, right.
Okay.
So we'll be giving out winners here pretty soon. There it is on the screen as well. So yeah, and those aprons are available. We're having them in our fall collection as well. So you can purchase those. If you're not a lucky winner and you still want one, you can go on our amyroloffslittlekitchen.com and purchase an apron. So I think they're like $32.95. And then if you like Amy's earrings she's wearing, those are in our fall
Yeah, fall
collection too.
collection. Yeah.
Yeah, can you get closer? They're really pretty with
No,
that
it's close
gold.
enough.
Yeah.
Well, they don't need to see
Oh,
inside my
look at
mouth.
that.
Yeah,
Look,
see?
Naveed's got them on the screen. And they're actually gold. They're not like a yellowish, like our sweater. They're actual like a gold metal. So they're really pretty. That's one. And then if we have others, he can pop up on there too.
Well,
We
we
have
still got a lot of people. We've got Argentina, we have Grand Rapids, Michigan, North Carolina. Someone asked me who taught me how to cook. Well, tell you the truth, people, it's
you.
me.
You could taught yourself.
I pretty much taught myself how to cook, and believe me, I do not know everything. I'm not a professional chef or any of that. I'm still learning, and maybe that's why I love doing it. I love the whole hospitality thing. I know I've mentioned this probably hundreds of times, but um, I I just love doing these small little intimate or bigger groups. I've probably cooked for 20 people or more before, 25 people.
Yeah.
So I just love the hospitality, cooking and gathering and food and conversation and yeah, taking a drink or a little sip of wine. And so whether it be
Mm.
girlfriends or couples or just, my family, just everyone.
Very nice, very nice. A lot of people are asking if you are going to be at the farm for pumpkin season.
Oh, really? Oh, I know, guys. What should I do? What should I do? Well, the answer is I have said, yes, I'll be there. I will be there probably almost each and every day, unless I've got something else to do. But
But
I
they're
know
hoping.
a number of people have emailed me and said that they were coming to the farm, hoping that I would be there. So probably one of my motivating factors, because it's not a it's one of those things that I put aside what I think about the farm. My youngest son is working on the farm. It gives me a chance to see him. So in my mind, I have to separate my own, thoughts and feelings about the farm that I still may have or whatever. And think about the larger picture. I enjoy meeting all of you. I love whoever comes to the farm. I love, and I hope that those that have come to the farm know that I take the time with each and every one of you, if that's what you want. You can ask me a question. I'll ask, you about your world, about your life and what's happening as well.
Well, you've
And
been the face of the farm. I mean, you've been the greeter every
for
single year
pumpkins,
for
yeah,
pumpkin season.
yeah,
Pumpkin season.
yeah, as
Yeah.
much as I could over the years, yeah, and
Yes.
especially now in the last 5 years or more, yeah.
Yeah. So people look forward to meeting you
And I
and
dress up in a costume because I gotta have a little fun too, even at 60. Why not?
Patricia said it wouldn't be pumpkin season without you and your cute costumes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
and
sweet.
you probably you'll see my new dog because she is still young and not exactly trained. Exactly. she will be out there with me. And so I'll be walking around with her, or I'll be stationary and stuff like that. And Jacob's wife, Isabel, said that, when she can, she'll take her and maybe walk her around somewhere else where because she may be timid by all the people. I don't know.
That could be, but it
So,
could be a
yeah.
good exposure for her.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah.
But I do want to reiterate though, just because I have my dog there, dogs are not allowed at Roloff Farms during pumpkin season unless you have a service dog. And the very reason for and my dog will always be on a leash. The very reason for that is that we don't know what dogs are coming. And if we have all of these dogs, we don't know the interactions and the people and stuff. And it's really a big liability on our part to allow such a public space with all of these people, to allow people to bring their dogs. So no dogs are allowed at Roloff Farms during pumpkin season. I
That's a
just
good point.
I just wanted to make that clear, even though
And
my
they're,
dog will be with me at all times.
and they're
Um,
just open on the weekends, right? You're not
yeah, we're
there all
just
day.
open beginning this weekend, just Saturday and Sunday, but we are open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just go to Roloff Farms website and you'll get a lot of information there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, we've got our winners that Naveed is going to post. So let's talk. We'll announce our winners and then we'll be on our way. So Facebook, Susan Ripley Letendre, uh, lucky winner on Facebook. Congratulations.
How are you
YouTube,
getting these names? Oh,
they're on
oh,
the
there we go.
screen. We have technology. Kathy Williams from YouTube. Twitter is Susie Heather Tyson. I'm trying to write these down. He's going so fast. Hold on. Okay. And Christy Brown from Instagram. And Naveed, can you put up who the Facebook one was again? Susan.
Susie Ripley Letendre. Letendre.
Okay.
So read
Okay.
those names again, Lisa.
Okay. Yes. YouTube is Kathy Williams. And Twitter is Susie Heather Tyson. Instagram is Christy Brown. And Facebook is Susan Ripley Letendre. So
And they
go
need to
ahead.
email you at.
Yeah.
Okay.
arlittlekitchen at gmail.com.
Okay, great.
So these four people, email me and send me your address, and we will get uh, those aprons out to you. And if you didn't win and you still want an apron, go to our website at amyroloffslittlekitchen.com. You can
But I
purchase them.
appreciate, yeah, I appreciate all you guys being on here and just being a part of all of this. And there's one person that I probably forgot to, was Ellen Cachera. I don't know if my good friend Ellen, who is in
So
Westland,
sweet.
Michigan, is still on. But hi, Ellen. I have known her, oh my gosh, since early high school years. So I've known her for quite some time. And
I met
so
her
I
at your
always,
wedding.
yeah, so I always go back and see her, and we've been good friends for quite some time. So, hi,
Very
Ellen, if you're
sweet.
still on.
Hey. All
But
right,
we have
Amy.
Knoxville, Tennessee. We have River, Louisiana, Virginia, Beverly Hills, Florida.
Oh,
So I hope everyone there is doing okay. New Jersey. Who else do we have?
we have, let's see, Terry Fuller Gonzalez, Michelle Louise.
We have
So,
Peru. Someone
oh,
from Peru.
Holland. I don't know how to say the first name. Grochi
Yeah.
Holland, Findlay, Ohio. Carl Cowden. Thanks for watching, Carl.
There's Georgia, Guatemala, Wisconsin,
Oh, Casey
Arlington,
Clark, Hawaii.
Virginia. Oops, sorry, what?
Oh, Hawaii. Mary Beth Rose Mazursky from Washington State.
I think someone said they were from, wait a minute, Central Michigan? Can't remember. Central Michigan is where I graduated college. Central Michigan University. Go Chips!
Somebody, woohoo, somebody put just for Minnesota, and it's like, no, everybody, we love everybody. It doesn't matter if you're Minnesota or Philippines,
Oh,
wherever
yeah,
you
just
may
from
be.
Minnesota. You guys are in
Yeah,
my neck of the woods. That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome. Cleveland, Ohio, Darcy Pfister, Trish. Again, these go by so fast. Trish from OKC, Lakewood,
There is
California.
someone that's, I think, asking for prayers for her one friend who is in a tough personal situation
Oh,
in Virginia or West Virginia. So, yeah, I hope that's a tough one. I hope she'll be okay and it gets what she needs.
yes, that
She had to leave,
definitely.
with her kids
Um,
and stuff. So,
Kelly
yeah.
McCordles from Forks, Washington. I had family up in Forks. My
Well,
aunt
Forks, Washington is where,
Twilight
yes, Twilight was
was filmed.
emphasized and filmed at. And so I've been up there, gorgeous area, the Olympic Peninsula up in Washington, Forks, awesome,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
I have someone from, I don't know if it's St. Clair Shores, Michigan or Taylor Shores, but hi, Michigan, I love you.
Carrie Moose from Seattle, Washington. Andrea Barbito from New Jersey. It's probably Barbito. I messed up on the name
Yeah, I
probably.
have to say hi to Toby.
Oh, Toby's out there? Oh,
Still playing pickleball. In fact, Chris and I played with our good friends Lisa and Art Fletcher just yesterday. We
ooh,
haven't played in like a month, and I tell you, it definitely showed, but we have a blast playing. I could definitely need some more help, but I tell you, I always get so excited that I'm able to play a sport, with average size people,
yeah,
including my husband, because with the longer arms and everything, and my backhand, the ball goes right into the net, where an average size backhand, it can
right.
get over the net. So I have to think and tweak it just a little bit and not make the ball pop up so that they can slam it, or just
Oh,
tilt it just slightly so it gets over the
slightly
net
over the
instead of
net.
hitting right into the net. And there's
Oh,
some other stuff too, but I love playing. I'm thankful that Chris and I have a few things like that we can do together, and I enjoy playing with him, and he enjoys playing with me. So I get excited when I can find something like that to do.
oh, yeah, I'd
Because it's
love to
not like
play.
it's not that we would, but it's not like we're gonna go jogging together. I mean, let's be
Right,
frank,
right,
people.
right. I
But
know.
then again,
It'd be
this little
fun to do
woman.
a girls' pickleball team. That would be
Oh,
fun.
yeah,
I
yeah.
would do that.
But I tell you, pickleball was started in the Northwest, from my understanding, up in Washington, Bremerton area, I
Oh,
think.
oh,
The fact that we don't have, I mean, suddenly exploded. Pickleball's like everywhere in the last 10
yeah,
years, but it's been
yeah.
around for a long time. The fact that we hardly have any courts. Like we play at our friend's HOA tennis courts that they taped off or whatever to make two pickleball courts out of one tennis court. We have courts at our county fairgrounds that's not too far from where I live that are sitting there, going to pot, doing nothing. And it's
Really?
like, can you not like fix these courts up? If they're not being used for tennis, you could have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You could have either 8 to 10 pickleball courts there,
Wow.
and you just have it on a reservation. Or we have a couple of other places, but man, I wish someone would create something that would have something more in the Hillsborough area. Because when I first moved here, I think Hillsborough only had like 19, maybe 29,000 people. We're over 100,000 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Somebody asked, what is pickleball? Tell them what it is.
pickleball to me is similar to tennis, kind of like ping pong, or I said racquetball, but that's not right. So you are in a much shorter court. It's narrower, not as long. You have a thing that's called the kitchen. It's a little space beyond either
Oh,
side of the net that you can't go into.
they call it a
Uh,
kitchen?
Yeah, they call it the kitchen, meaning you can't be in the kitchen. No way. Can't be in the kitchen. Get out of the kitchen. Kitchen. No. Um, but it's a fast-paced game, but you don't have to run all over the place, like you do tennis. And it's definitely different than ping pong, but you play with a little paddle, bigger than a ping pong paddle. You play with a ball that's got holes in it. Think of a wiffle ball, but it's
Yeah.
smaller. It's a little more solid. And yeah, they even have tournaments now,
Yeah.
professionals.
A lot of my neighbors play, and I haven't done it yet, but I would love to.
Well, the problem I have is that it used to be like an older sport, like 40s, 50s, 60s on up. Oh no, now you have all these young kids playing. I'm like, wait a minute,
Oh,
can't we have a sport of our own? I guess
oh,
that's shuffleboard. No,
yeah. Shuffleboard. Oh,
but
that's
yeah.
funny. Well, I think
Well, do
we're
we have
about
anything else,
ready.
Lisa?
Not really. I think we covered a lot today. And anybody else have
We
any
probably totally
questions?
went off script from what our theme. We usually
No,
kind of have a theme.
no, we
Oh,
did.
really?
We
We
stayed
were
on
on target?
track. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
going to
our
give you
next
the
live will
script
probably
next
be
time.
sometime in October. What? I'm sorry.
I'm not
Our
going to
next.
give you the script next time. We'll just go off
Oh,
of
no, 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 no. No, no, you got to give me the script.
It's actually an
Um,
outline, not a script, but an outline.
that is true. It is
Yeah.
true. It just helps us to keep the conversation. And like Lisa said, we'll keep figuring this out. But like I have Washington, Massachusetts, Washington State, Canada, Rhode Island, was Minnesota, Puerto Rico, a lot of places. Birthday party with the kids. Hi, ladies. Oh, Mama USA 4, I know who you are.
Oh,
Um, we got Chile. Someone,
Chester,
oh, Mama
Minnesota.
USS 4 tuned in late, but you know what? You're still here. Someone
Yay.
says, I love pickleball. Westland, Michigan. Someone's from Maine. Um, where am I here? I don't even know which way this thing goes. Okay. Australia. Hi from Brisbane, Australia. Sometimes these things go by so fast. Mountain
I
View,
know.
California, they've got a league. Well, it seems like Arizona has a ton of pickleball courts because you got a lot of 55 and older communities, warmer weather. You can play outside. Florida, all of those states. It looks like California's got a lot. There's a city out where I live, Tualatin or Wilsonville.
Oh,
I think you got to pay for a membership, but they have like 12 courts, but it's all indoors. And I'm like, "Oh, Hillsboro, we need something like that."
oh. I just read, it went very quick, but I think her name was Monica. And she said her grandmother was an LP and she
Mhm.
was from Michigan.
Oh,
And
really?
it went by fast. But anyway, that was sweet. She said
I
she
wonder
loved
what
it.
her name was.
Well, jump back in if you heard me mention your story, and we can say Amanda Knowlton said, "Please say hi to me." Hi, Amanda.
Hi,
Um,
Amanda.
let's see.
Yeah, I don't
Coleman,
know.
Michigan, only 30 from CMU. Teresa Page. Oh, look at this. Naveed pulled it up. Hi, Amy. Just love watching you and your family. Would love to meet you someday.
Oh,
My
Monique
grand
Perry from Ohio.
There you go. Thanks for grabbing that. Ooh,
Oh, she's from Ohio, but she lived in Flint, Michigan. If
her
you
grandma.
if you if you don't mind, I'd love to know the name of your grandmother. 86 was the year before I left Michigan and got married, but I was very active in our Michigan chapter and district for a number of years. So hopefully I would have met her at some point. So yeah, I'm
Wow.
sorry she passed away. Um, but yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Wow. I like that. Thanks,
Yeah, so do
Naveed.
I.
Just grabbing some of these, and yeah, you probably maybe you knew her.
Well, her I may have met. It's amazing how a lot of people may know some other little people that live in their community. Let's just pick a state like Missouri. Um, it doesn't mean I know that particular little person just because we're all little people. We do have a community through Little People of America, and we'll meet a lot of people from all over. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we know each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to say hi to Justine Kessner. She said she's loved you for years from Abbotsford, British Columbia.
Oh,
Very
wow,
cool.
British Columbia. Yes, we were just there over the summer. Someone's asked me, what am I dressing up for pumpkin season? I used to do one outfit towards the end of pumpkin season. This was years ago. It's only been over time that I have a different outfit each and every day. So Saturday's outfit, I could wear again. It depends on my mood, really. But I'll wear that outfit on Saturday. Then I'll wear a different one the following Friday, a different one that Saturday, a different one that Sunday, because I just have fun dressing up. That's all there
Yeah,
is to it.
I know. How fun is that?
Because who wants to be in the same costume the whole season
No, that's
for 12, 14 days?
no, no,
I don't
no.
know. I just decided I would like to have a different costume each and every day.
Oh, Libby Donahue asked, "Will you dress up Daisy for pumpkin season?"
You know what? I
Good
might have to
idea.
go on. Oh,
Good
Donna, love
idea.
you. I might have to. Big Bear Lake, California. Huh? Big Bear Lake. That sounds familiar. I might have to find a Daisy costume. Wouldn't that be cute? A big Daisy costume with a Daisy headband with a little Daisy floating out here. That might be kind of
Oh,
fun. I might have to find one.
yes. I love
Oh, a
matching
Daisy
dolls.
costume with a dog named Daisy. Oh my god. I got to find a Daisy costume for my dog. Oh my, I might have to go on Etsy for that
You
one.
better look. Daisy, dress Daisy like a sunflower. That would be cute
That
too.
could be too.
Oh,
That could be too. Oh my goodness.
oh.
Oh, but it'll only be during pumpkin season. I'm not into dressing up a dog. Foo foo. Foo foo
Well,
is not me.
we did matching Hawaiian outfits for the luau we went to in
Yeah.
Maui, and I found a matching little dress for Lucy, our
Oh
dog.
gosh.
So we might do a Christmas picture with Hawaiian outfits and the
Oh really?
dog.
Oh,
And
that'll be good.
yeah, yeah.
No, no, that'd be good. That'd
So
be good.
yeah.
I might even find a. Oh, with all the shamrocks. I'm not sure if that's for good luck or happy or if you're from Ireland, but thank you, Donna Vera, I think I can see. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
It's that time.
5:30.
How do we
How,
blow
how does
through
this
an
time
hour
go
and a
by
half?
so fast?
I know. We always say only an hour. We can get through this, and it's always an hour and a half because we're having too much fun. I love being here. These
So,
are
yeah,
our friends, our community, right?
Parkersburg, West Virginia. That's one of them.
Oh,
Flint, Michigan. Flint. Oh, this is the one that was telling her mom lived in Flint, Michigan. Well, Flint, Michigan as a whole, I hope you guys got your water situation taken care of by now. Oh,
right.
Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Oh,
Because if not, I think that is one of the most um, horrible things that the state of Michigan has not taken care of
yeah.
for you guys.
Crazy. The shamrocks are good for good luck. Shamrocks are here for good luck. Indiana here. Donna Verva. Very
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Well, where's
Oh,
Notre Dame? Isn't that in
uh,
Indiana?
I
Notre
think
Dame, the
so.
college, the
Yeah,
Irish?
yeah. It's in. I believe it's in Indiana.
Indiana, isn't it?
Teresa Core
Notre
from
Dame?
Alabama. Lori from California. Sean Cahill. Which one is on Facebook? I'm a
I
big
don't know.
fan. Carrie Moose. She's posted quite a bit. Hi, Carrie. Oh, North. Okay. South Bend. Yes, South Bend, Indiana.
Oh, yeah, see? South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame. So the Irish,
Yeah.
the luck of the Irish.
Oxford, Michigan. Where's that?
Oh, Oxford. That is by like Clarkston and or over there by Troy area or somewhere. But yeah, I've heard of Oxford. I think I know some people from Oxford.
I
And I would love it if my
select.
good friend Darlene was listening. Dar, are
Oh,
you on?
oh,
She's from Milford. right, Dar? Milford? Oh my God. I always want to say Brighton, but I think it's Milford.
We had
Burbank,
Celeste.
Illinois. Oh, hi, Deb with the three hearts.
Oh, so we had Celeste from Pearl City, Hawaii. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow.
I love Hawaii.
Clemente, Clemente, California. Puerto Rico.
Rose Ellen Miller. Monique Perry said her mother's name is Rose. Where did it go? Shoot, it just went by. Rose Ellen Miller. Does that name sound familiar for a LP?
It may, yeah. I'll have to check
Interesting.
into that. I'll have to check into some of the people that I definitely still know
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
Okay. Well, Amy, it's now
Yeah, Rose Ellen
5:30.
Miller. Yeah, Rose Miller, Ellen Miller. That name does sound familiar. I mean, that's been a long time ago since I've been there. Wow.
Wow.
Well, we have a lot of people from all over, and I am so, so very appreciative of you guys tuning into us. We're going to be
Yes.
back in October. I think we're going to kind of maybe emphasize a little bit of holidays. What are we doing for the holidays?
Yeah. What
Because
are we?
Lord
I,
above, I cannot believe we are talking about the holidays already.
it's
It's
October.
unbelievable to me.
It's October is here in a few
Oh, and
days.
you know what I think we should do for our October then? We should dress
What?
up in costume.
Halloween costumes?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it.
Didn't I have another idea for next
Oh, you were talking
month?
about what to make for the holidays. That'll be
Yeah.
fun too.
Thought I
Because
talked about something else. Anyway, let's dress up in costume.
okay, we'll do that. So come back and watch us and subscribe
Yeah.
if you have a chance to cook with Amy. Go to amyroloffslittlekitchen.com and down at the bottom it says subscribe. There we go. There's the website.
Well,
And
when you say that, we have a couple of different, correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa, we have a couple of different cooking things. We pick a few people to do a cooking with Amy through social media. Then we have membership that will give you guys some other options of a couple of things, either with me or behind the scenes or, other things like that. Is that what you're talking about?
so right now, if you want a chance to cook with Amy, you go to our website, which is amyroloffslittlekitchen.com, and you add to your email, and we have you as an email. So you subscribe to our
Okay.
website.
Okay,
And
got it.
then we
Got
are
it.
in the process right now, you guys, good holiday stuff coming up, putting together a membership or subscription service where we'll actually have some behind the scenes, some different things that you haven't seen as far as cooking questions, a chance to talk to Amy. Those are all things that are going to be coming up in our membership that we're working on right now. So for right now, and we are on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So you can sign up for all of those. Just watch for us and but subscribe to our website at our website right now.
See, even I get confused as to what we have when it comes to technology. But one of the things that I love to do are these cooking things. Don't be intimidated by it. You can either cook along with me, you can make the recipe ahead of time, or you can just watch me. But a lot
Yeah,
of it is just really getting to know each other a little bit more. Love to know more about you and why you're on Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen and all this. So it's more of a personal chit chat, sharing of information. So don't
yeah.
think of it as you're just watching me cook and it might be boring or something.
No, it's really fun, and we only have a few
Yeah,
people, so you're on a Zoom call, and we
with a
just do
friend, a sister, a daughter, have a
daughters. We
glass
have
of wine.
yeah, and cook a meal. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think Justine had mentioned she'd love to cook with you. So yeah, sign up and look for an email and join the club.
Well, Lisa,
All
I'm the
right.
one that usually wants to stay on longer, but seriously,
I,
it is like past 5:30, an hour and a half, and I'm not sure how many people are gonna watch this on an hour and a half thing. So, Naveed, bless your heart.
thank you,
But
Naveed.
yes, thank you all for being a part of this. I have loved it. I could
Loved
just go
it.
on and on and on. I like to consider this live chat more of my own personal podcast in a much different way. But I like it to be fun and easygoing, lighthearted. So um, we don't get into political or anything like that. We have enough of that going on. But if there is something that is women related, family related, kid related, charity related, or a season of life that you'd like us to talk about or something like that. I mean, we're
Yeah.
all open,
Topics.
to
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
um, you know,
What's trending? What
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so all right, well look for us next month. We're gonna be in some kind of costume. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but
And
sounds like
we'll
fun.
both be in different costumes, that's for
And
sure.
you can dress up too while you watch us. How's
Yeah,
that? Maybe it give you a reason to dress up.
I know, I know. Okay,
All
you
right.
guys, be safe, be good out there, be kind. Have a great weekend, have a great month, and I hope you tune in to Amy live along with Lisa. We often like to call ourselves Lucy and Ethel.
We do.
I don't know. We might have to be a little more silly and crazy and everything else.
Well,
So thanks for being here, you guys.
just to let you know, she was a little silly and crazy before this started because she was in a rush. So
Yeah,
that would have been a good one.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Take care,
All
everybody.
right.
Thanks
See
so
you
much for
later.
joining us.
Bye
Bye.
bye.